Hi dear readers, this is Simona Rich and this is my article about the cure for unhappiness. There is something that most unhappy people share in common, and that's lack of positive contribution as well as self-preoccupation. This isn't always the case, but usually it is. People who tend to think a lot about themselves and little about others are likely to be unhappy. Those who contribute little to the society tend to be much more miserable than those that do. So the cure for unhappiness in most cases is less thought about yourself and more about others, as well as positive contribution to the well-being of the world. Since the laws of the universe are unchangeable and always in operation, we will do well to know what they are and to employ them for our benefit. And the law that helps to become happier is the law of cause and effect. You cause something positive and you will enjoy a positive effect in return. So to employ it, you should cause happiness to others so that in return you also receive happiness. You can make others happy in many ways depending on who you are as a person. It can simply mean changing your attitude and being more grateful, forgiving, flexible, and instead of hurting others with harsh words, use words that soothe and uplift. It can be done through showing that you care, through showing that you are grateful for even little things done for you. It can be done by providing some quality service or by simply entertaining people for them to feel happy. That's why people who have the talent of making others laugh are so loved by the world. By making others happy in some way, you're employing forces which will return to you more blessings than what you yourself gave to the public. So although a default mode of unhappy people is to even more withdraw into their unhappy self and not to contribute anything useful to the world, it is the focus on others in order to help in some way that has the ability to take them out of that unhappiness. We as individuals are supposed to be a useful part of our society. We are inseparable from it. We are like one of the cells that make up the body. We cannot feel happy when we aren't useful to the organism to which we belong, the world, because our purpose in this world is to be a useful part of the mechanism called life. When we accomplish this function, we naturally feel happy. When we fail to do so, we cut ourselves off from the love of the world and start as though dying. People who turn to self-analysis often realize that we are empty within. And that is actually true. Even through meditation, you don't really fill yourself, although it feels that you do, but the truth is that you simply become a channel of positive energy from other dimensions, and that is if you meditate in a positive state of mind. So even through higher worlds, we simply receive energies which might make us feel filled for some time, but the truth is we can never be filled because our bodies are simply channels that life uses to express itself through and to become self-aware. Some spiritual masters like Buddha understood it. He could not give a definite answer when people asked him about whether our existence has any substance. That's why sometimes he was accused of being a nihilist. Our bodies are energy channels. When they don't give and receive energy, they don't accomplish their purpose and the individual becomes miserable and feels empty. So if our bodies are designed to be energy receivers and transmitters, the natural conclusion is that we will feel most fulfilled if we accomplish the purpose of this body through sharing the energy that we received. There are many ways to contribute to the well-being of the society. It all depends on what your talents are and how the environment allows you to express yourself. This can be done through the medium of internet, for example, and if one employs this means, one should be careful to spread only good messages, as internet messages obviously tend to reach far and wide. You can also do it on a smaller scale. Even making one person happy is better than not making anyone happy. The most important thing is to contribute in some way, and that the contribution is positive. The more you give, the more love you will receive from the world. Everyone likes to feel loved. Love is powerful energy that makes us thrive. It's as important for our emotional well-being as water and food is for our bodies. And love will not come our way through other humans that are channels of energy too, if we are mean, cold, and self-preoccupied. So find your way of transmitting love. For me, it's about making videos, writing books and articles, and I've recently started offering the service of looking at a person's birth chart to help with their relationships. I find it very natural to transmit my love through these means, and it is a joy to do it. And I think it works because I receive much love and gratitude in return in the form of positive energy sent to me, good words about my work, as well as donations. So try to think about what you love doing and how you can transmit that love to the public. And if you can make a living from that, that's even better. It's important not to get stuck in the default mode of unhappiness, which is not contributing anything useful to the society and being self-loathing or feeling sorry about yourself. It's crucial in such a case to open at least one channel through which you can receive love and appreciation. Once that channel is open, it will become easier to contribute even more. So even if you do something very small that helps someone, this will open the gates of love and nourishment for your soul. And it indeed does feel like nourishment for the soul. The energy of love and gratitude that I personally receive from my readers feels like someone stroking my hair or something as sweet as that. I don't even know how to explain it, but the feeling is so beautiful, so warm. I love it. Things as small as donating for some good cause, saying some encouraging word, or employing your talent in some way to make someone happier is all that's required to start. The start is the hardest, and then it will get easier to give on a larger scale. And I don't know why, but this reminded me that many people feel miserable because they just do not realize that they're harming someone with their words, with their attitudes, and they are so used to acting in such a way that they don't even realize that they do it. But just because they don't realize that they act in such a way, that doesn't make the laws of the universe stop working. So if they are mean to someone, well, then they will receive coldness and evil things in their lives. This is the law. So it's very important also, if you are depressed or often down, just try to become self-aware, how you react to people, how you come across, what words you use, because some people don't realize that they really think they use good words, but actually those words hurt others. So it's very important to pay attention to how you act, what you say, to become more self-aware. And then if you do it long enough, you might just realize that actually you were the author of your unhappiness. So to continue the article, avoid saying or doing anything that makes people unhappy. Do something for someone for free, visit someone lonely, surprise your family in some good way, fix something for others, write something positive. There are so many ways to contribute. Therefore, you will notice that when you contribute in a good way, you yourself feel more fulfilled and happy, and when you stop this energy exchange, you feel empty and miserable. It is indeed true that the more you give, the more you receive, and those that don't give, even that which they thought they have will eventually be taken away. So the logical thing to do is to give of yourself for the happiness of the world, and then in turn you will receive more than you thought you would.